Hey, what's going on, guys? Reese here from Yu-Gi-Oh! Showcase, and today we're going to be profiling Gladiator beasts for the March 2013 ban list. And literally the ban list didn't touch a single thing in this deck, so didn't have to change a single thing, and I'm pretty happy. Gladiator beasts, I don't even know what to say. This deck is amazing. Like, it has out to everything your opponent wants to do. Like, this deck has the biggest toolbox in the game, in my opinion, and it recycles like crazy. It recycles more than Madolche's, because at least with this deck you can you can recycle and bring them back out consistently. It's good. So I'll explain the deck profile to you and why I run the cards I do. And personally, I believe this is the best way to run this deck. But you know, everyone has their own opinions, and there's definitely different ways to run it. So we'll just go with the deck list now. So first off, we run one Gladiator Beast Bestiary. So Bestiary is at 1, and that's why you have to run 1, which is annoying. I wish it went to 2, but if you went to 2, it would have been pretty unfair on the game, because Bestiary is a really good card. If this went to 2, Glads would become tier 1 again, I can guarantee it. 2 Gladiator Beast Laquari. I run Laquari because it's a beat stick, and everyone has to run Laquari because he goes to he's 1800 when he's summoned, and he's 2100 when tagged in, so he gets over Thunder King, and that's basically why you need to run him. We run 2 Darius, sorry. You run Darius because this allows you to go into Shockmaster plays, and it also allows you to go into, Garzaris and all that, so it's good. We run 2 Quest. This guy recycles your War Chariot, it recycles all your Glads, it recycles basically anything with the word Gladiator Beast in it, which is good, so. Then the one-offs run 1 Retiari because this removes stuff, and this format's based off the grave a lot, in my opinion, so. One best first turn move, you set this, and you set maybe Lance, and no one getting over this bitch. And this is the reason you're never scared of Gore's Mermillo, because you know you attack, tag back in, and yeah, tag Mermillo and pop Gores, and yeah, there's just a weak token on the field, which is good. Yeah. We also run triple Test Tiger. Now, people don't like to run Test Tiger because it technically is a neg-1, but if you do the Darius, either the Prisma combo with this, or basically if you get at your fusions, it's not a neg, it's good. And we run obviously the 2 Prisma like I just mentioned, because him plus him equals shit on all of your face, so it's good. Onto the spells, we run 2 Proving Ground. Now I've been opting to take this out because you don't want to, like in this deck, you don't want to draw into all your Glads, and this can really conflict with that because, you know, I've considered taking this out for traps, but I just can't seem to get rid of this card because I just like it. But maybe one day I'll change it, but it's up to you guys. You don't have to run this, but if you do like the extra searching capabilities, I suggest you run it. We run... Oops. I'm sorry, the cards are a bit shuffled in. We run 2 A Hero Lives. So same thing with Test Tiger, you either run him. So if you open this Test Tiger or Prisma Test Tiger, you can get your fusions out instantly, which is good. Run 2 Forbidden Lance. I used to run 3, but I traded 1, so now I run 2, but you can run 3. It's actually preferred to run 3, but it's good. So this is basically, it protects your Bestiary from getting bottomless, and it also helps your Glads attack over bigger monsters, so you need to run Lance. A little tech of mine that basically nobody runs is 2 Shrink. The only card this doesn't work against is Tragodia, because it doesn't have an original attack, but Shrink halves the attack of any monster, and it's a quick play. So if they attack you and you flip, it's just too good. Like, this card is actually amazing. I don't know why people don't run it, but I highly suggest if you want to play Glad, you tech this in and just give it a go, even at 1. I was actually going to put this at 3, but I don't have the room for it. So then we run the 1 Book of Moon. So we'll just do all the staples. So Book of Moon, Heavy, Reborn, Dark Hole. So I run Book of Moon just because it's a free tag, so if the monster's too big, you attack into it, flip book, and yeah. And the rest is just pretty self-explanatory, so. Onto the traps, there's a big trap lineup. We run 2 War Chariot. I used to run 3, but I've taken it down because you can recycle this card so easily, but, you know, like at 2 you don't draw it as often, and it can be a bit harmful, but yeah, 2 Gladiator Beast War Chariot. 2 Wabaku. I highly suggest you run 3. I only have 2, that's why I'm only running 2. Well, I have 3, but the other copy I have is really bad, and I just don't like to use battered cards. It kind of annoys me, so. But yeah, run 3. You can take out basically any card you want. I run 3 of my favourite trap in the entire game, Dimensional Prison. Now, if I was to run Dimensional Prison, I would run it at 3 every single time, because this card is just phenomenal. Like, it gets rid of problem monsters, it gets rid of Zen mains, it gets rid of everything. It's just a fantastic card. Along with that fantastic cards, we might as well mention Compulse, because 2 compulsory evacuation device. Now, this card can get rid of everything. Like this card is one of the most powerful traps in the entire game, and it's like one of the most trainable. And we run 2 bottomless. I run 2 bottomless because things like Prophecies, Dark Worlds, Chaos Dragons, Heretics, all that crap. Yeah, it hurts. So you run this to stop those big monsters from coming out. 1 torrential, because mass monster removal isn't that big of a problem in this deck, because usually you only have 1 monster on the field anyway, and it's easy to come back. So, and run the warning. I don't run the judgment because we already pay enough life points with the hero lives, but the one warning actually works. I was told to put this in. I was actually not running this to begin with, but this has actually helped quite a lot, and I highly suggest you run this. And then the 1 Starlight Road, because you have so many traps and spells that you just gotta protect all your stuff. So that's the main deck. It's a 42 card main deck. You can cut it down if you want. I believe because this deck is heavily trap based, you can afford to run over 40 cards, which is good. So onto the extra deck. We won 1 Asadari. I suggest you run this at 2, and I'll tell you what card you should replace. But yeah, we run 2 Gazaris. You don't need to run more. You shouldn't run less. 2 is absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, run 2 of these, and it does recycle itself, so it's good. Now I run 2 Heraclinos. You should only run 1 of these and 2 Asadari, but I don't have an Asadari and I had 2 of these, so I might as well just run 2. But yeah, so you should take 1 of these out for an Asadari. Onto the XYZs, we run 1 Levier to get back your your banished Glads. Mainly it's Bestiary, because they were always trying to banish it, and just 1 Zen mains. So they're only rank 2s. It's not really easy to get into rank 2s, but you know, they're there. So onto rank 4s, we run Taiki King, because like Darius plus what's the Laquari can make it. Who else can make it in this deck? I think that's it really. But yeah, he's easy to make, and he's a good card. I don't run any 5 ranges, which I should, but I don't know. He's just a good card in general because I like the effect. Pappy, because you know Slim X told me to. Maestro, because Maestro is another Book of Moon, and it's a Stoller. Same thing with Utopia. I don't know why people don't like to run Utopia anymore. He's like one of my favorite XYZs. You get him out and you're safe. Like he is actually a really good card. Cowboy, because Cowboy wins games and it always wins me games at locals, and it's pretty funny. Even though I haven't been really doing Then we run Violent Sigma and Shockmaster. Now people wonder why I run both of these. It's only because Shockmaster isn't always good, but Violent Sigma can be good. So when this isn't good, this is good. When this isn't good, this is good. Because if there's a problem monster, Shockmaster ain't going to get rid of it. This can, because it can take it. But Shockmaster is good, yeah. So I suggest you run both. Like, why not? And then the Stardust for the Starlight Road. So that's the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I don't really know if you guys would enjoy the build, but I personally, this isn't the real control base, but even though it still has like an amazing trap lineup, and you've got a lot of protection. And basically this deck, it's hard to beat because, like, look at all these traps. Like, you can't really get through these unless you draw really bad, and sometimes you do. Sometimes you draw too many Gladiator beasts, and it can clog up. But personally, this deck is one of the best decks, and it's a good meta call. But like, everyone says it's a good meta call at the beginning of every format. But for me, I would run this during any format at any time of the format. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe to Yu-Gi-Oh! Showcase for more videos. We've been getting a bigger fan base, and it's been pretty good. Thanks to Galactic God for actually commenting and maybe liking one of our videos. I can't remember if he did that, and it gave us a bit of a helping hand. So I appreciate that, Galactic God, and I hope you do add us to the that Yu-Gi-Oh! Subscriber thing that you do. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.